Welcome to the front lines of defense. This is Indian Defense Affairs.
The Kharga Kamikaze Drone. Indian Army is rewriting the rules of modern warfare. Modern warfare is evolving at a breakneck pace, and the contemporary battlefield belongs to whoever adapts fastest. Geopolitical conflicts across the globe have made one thing undeniably clear: traditional military might is no longer enough. Heavy armor, legacy artillery, and multi-million-dollar air defense networks are increasingly vulnerable to a new, agile threat. Embracing this shift, the Indian Army is rapidly accelerating the procurement of its newest, indigenous do-and-die weapon, the Kharga Kamikaze Drone. Far from a simple piece of reconnaissance hardware, the Kharga is a precision-engineered loitering munition explicitly designed to change the rules of engagement. By transitioning toward low-cost, high-impact technologies, India is fundamentally reshaping its tactical capabilities from the ground up. Small package, massive impact. The most shocking aspect of the Kharga drone lies in its economics. In an industry where defense systems regularly cost millions, a single Kharga unit costs just around 30,000 rupees, approximately $360. However, defense analysts warn that its low price tag should not fool anyone. Technical specifications. Attribute. Capability. Top speed. Up to 40 meters per second, 700-gram explosive warhead. Operational class. One-way loitering munition, kamikaze. When deployed, the drone behaves less like a quadcopter and more like a guided missile. Upon identifying a target, whether a concealed bunker, a command post, or an armored vehicle, it locks on and dives at terminal velocity, converting its 700-gram explosive payload into a devastating, high-precision impact. Bypassing bureaucracy, the fast-track procurement. Global conflicts have conclusively proven that cheap, mass-produced attack drones can completely paralyze traditional armored columns. Seeing this critical paradigm shift, the Indian Army has hit the gas on acquiring these one-way attack platforms. Recognizing that traditional defense acquisition timelines can span years, military leadership is bypassing standard, lengthy bureaucratic delays through strict fast-track procurement protocols. This accelerated pathway ensures that cutting-edge technology moves from the factory floor directly to frontline regiments in months rather than half a decade, ensuring India stays ahead of the threat curve. Domestically made, electronically shielded. This aggressive procurement push heavily supports the Aatmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliant India, initiative, relying on domestic tech pioneers and homegrown defense startups to secure the supply chain. Key edge. In modern conflict zones, the airwaves are as hostile as the physical terrain. Cheap drone technology is usually highly vulnerable to electronic warfare, EW. The Kharga drone, however, breaks this mold. Built to survive heavy radio jamming environments, the Kharga is tested rigidly right from takeoff. It is engineered to fly straight through active electronic warfare barriers, maintaining its flight path and telemetry even when enemy radar and signal jammers attempt to blind it. Scaling up the battlefield edge. While an initial batch of 850+ units is accelerating forward into deployment, military officials state this is just the tip of the iceberg. The Indian Army's total requirement scales well into the thousands to achieve true multi-domain readiness across its vast, diverse borders. Infantry battalion enters conflict zone, deploys organic drone platoon, immediate low-cost air support. The ultimate strategic goal is the integration of specialized, autonomous drone platoons directly into every infantry battalion. Whether navigating the high-altitude, mountainous terrain of the Himalayas or the open plains of the western desert, infantrymen will no longer have to wait for distant air assets. A new era of Indian defense. The Kharga drone grants ground troops immediate air support without the need for expensive, logistically complex airstrikes. It represents asymmetric warfare at its finest, the ability to take down high-value target assets at a mere fraction of the cost. By arming the individual soldier with localized, lethal, and low-cost precision air power, the Indian Army is closing the gap between detection and destruction. Swift, silent, and incredibly lethal, India is officially ready for the future of war.
This is Indian Defence Affairs.